Help us to always do your will, and we ask that you help us make good choices.
You all received copies of the minutes of the last meeting. A motion?
That's for the April 1st and the 16th.
Motion. Second.
All in favor? Contract resolution, this is for rescue squad building. The money's been for a couple of years now. They've been tied up getting their permit from housing folks, and they just now received it.
Adoption of a resolution of the Martin County Fiscal Court authorizing the filing of the Kentucky Local Government Economic Development Fund project proposal grant application for up to $125,000 in local government economic development, single county funds with the Department for Local Government, authorizing and directing the Martin County Judge Executive to execute any documents which are deemed necessary by the DLG to carry out this project, and authorizing the Judge Executive to act as the authorized correspondent for this project. Whereas Martin County desires to promote and carry out economic development efforts on behalf of the residents of Martin County by supporting the Rescue Squad building project, and whereas it is recognized that the LGEDF monies available to the county for the purposes stated herein pursuant to KRS 42.4582 to 42.495 and 2014 Kentucky General Assembly House Bill 235 Budget Bill impose certain obligations and responsibilities upon the county, and will require, among other things, approval of a satisfactory application transmitted to DLG for approval, and other obligations of the county in connection with receiving the LGEDF grant of monies for the purposes stated herein. Now therefore be it resolved on this 30th day of April 2015 by the Martin County Fiscal Court that a project proposal grant application on behalf of the county for LGEDF monies up to $125,000 for the Rescue Squad building project shall be submitted to DLG. The county shall provide such additional information and furnish such documentation as may be required, and the county judge executive shall act as the authorized correspondent for this project.
Motion.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Financials, motion to pay the bills.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Motion for cash transfer list. Second.
Yes. Second.
All in favor? Motion for the governmental center expenses account.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Bid opening for franchising our garden business, and then I want to say a word or two before I open these. I think we're going to find that these bids are not complete. Therefore, I will look to see if they're complete, and I don't want to read out any completed figures, because it looks like we're going to have to rebid, and I don't want to reveal any numbers anybody else has, so any other potential bidders would have those numbers. Is that okay?
I think that would be, I think to open the bids, you'll open the bids. I mean, but I guess if you want to keep those confidential, the numbers get quoted, I guess.
Well, I would think, I don't know, I think that would be the fairest way, because I know that that's what these people said, they're not completed.
I fixed up a spreadsheet for us. So we can, on page 7 of the bid application from the proposals that we worked on last time, there were 5 different things. So before you even get to the prices for residential and commercial, before we address that, we would also need to see if these individuals or these bidders met the qualifications as we go across. If you get your spreadsheets out, guys. 7.0 talks about the qualifications and the competency of bidders. I don't know if I put this in everyone's packet, but it's the bid package that we pass out to all the people who will bid. But on that, we require a narrative, a description of equipment and procedures that they have, how they will handle holidays, The second thing was their financial statements prepared by an outside accounting firm, and where the bidder's a corporation, evidence that they're in good standing. That may or may not apply if it's an individual bidding and not a corporation. And we also ask for proof that they are able to provide sufficient labor and material and equipment to perform the job and sufficient related experience. And we also asked for a contract with the landfill that they would be working with so that we would know that they would have a place to take our household garbage. So maybe if we just, as you open the bids, guys, you can write down on the ABC the name of the person, and you can say if it's complete across. If that part's not even complete, then we don't even have to get to it.
But it being a public meeting, can I keep those figures to myself?
I don't know. I mean, if they're not complete, if there is nothing complete, we have to reject it.
I know.
Can we reject them before we open them?
I don't know if we'll know that they're not complete.
All right, I'll open.
Can you tell us who you're opening right now so we can?
Waste Connections of Kentucky Incorporated, 3612 East Highway 552 in Lilly, Kentucky. No, they're all wrong.
Can't afford to let where you.
Waste Connection of Kentucky. Well, RFP Residential Commercial Solid Waste Collection and Disposal. Dear Judge Callahan, Waste Connection of Kentucky submits a no bid. We would like to thank you for the opportunity to submit a proposal for the residential and commercial collection disposal franchise for Martin County. After careful review of RFP documents, we did not feel we could give you a competitive price with all the unknowns. Mainly, with contractors having the responsibility for the billing, we did not feel the risk was acceptable. We did not know how many residents would voluntarily sign up for service, and therefore buying equipment and hiring employees to service all the residential units in the county and only have 50 to 75% of the units to participate until legal action could be taken to get the remainder on the service could take months. We cannot afford to have the asset sitting without a return on investment. Secondly, it's convenience centers. There seems to be a great deal of environmental liability with operating these sites as they are currently permitted. Should Martin County not receive any qualified bids, we would gladly be able to submit a bid for once per week curbside collection with one bulky item per week placed at the curb, with Martin County paying the contractor direct. The county could still run the convenience centers, which but one bulky item at the curb, there should be no need. Please keep us in mind any future opportunities. Now, let me tell you about Waste Connections. Waste Connections does Floyd County. Floyd County does all the billing and pays them. Waste Connection is to pick up every house in Floyd County, every business. They have a contract, Floyd County pays them. They collect, Floyd County pays. So if they don't pay, Floyd County's on the hook for it.
But they didn't put in no bids, they didn't no bids, so it's normal.
Here's this. Looks like Rumpke.
Rumpke. Cincinnati, Ohio. Rumpke of Kentucky. Judge Callahan, Bid for residential, commercial solid waste collection and disposal services. Dear Judge, thank you for the invitation to submit a bid for an exclusive franchise to provide residential and commercial solid waste collection for the service within Martin County. Rumpke, Kentucky finds it necessary at this time to submit a no bid for this service. At the present time, Martin County is out of our immediate service area. However, we are able to continue looking to expand into new service territory. We ask that you retain our name and list the bidder for future reference. We appreciate the invitation to your offer of services to Martin County Fiscal Court and look forward to future opportunities to offer efficient, dependable, cost-effective solid waste collection services in Martin County. William Rumpke, Jr.
No.
Got through. At least this one's a little thicker. Hinkle Blacktop. Here's a check. $5,000. I think we added that.
We did, as a bid bond.
Okay. Residential. It has a price. I'll not read that price. Commercial has no prices. This bid has no commercial rates at all, none of the blanks are filled in. Does have, I'm trying to see the checklist.
Descriptions, does he have any other materials included in his contract?
Has no financial, no corporate standing, evidence of competency. Just has our bid packet thing and a check for $5,000. So, other than,
Residential.
I don't, that's an incomplete bid.
We bid again or something.
so evidently, we have probably several things in our bid packet that has scared people off. So I suggest that me and Mike call some of these folks tomorrow, see what is in here that made them up through with us. Come back on Monday, the court meeting. Fix the problem, rebid, put it in the paper on Wednesday, the 6th, I believe. And May 13th, Wednesday, and set an opening day at 4 o'clock on the 14th. As you can see, we took a shot at this. A lot of work went into it, but now there was a lot of stuff in here. It's been a learning process for all of us. And I think once we gain a little more knowledge, since we have had a bid opening, and none complete, didn't put a figure in. I think we're gonna have to go back on and see what we can figure out that has scared people off. You know, I don't know whether it be, we didn't have a number of businesses, but you would think somebody that was really interested would go and count the businesses, that's not hard to find. We've had nailed down pretty well the houses, and I think one of them we referred to.
Well, you need a motion, you not call it.
No, we didn't have.
Judge, can I say something?
Yes, sir.
I can tell you two things. When these people came in and turned these bids in, and then talking to one on the phone, two things that they were concerned about that they're unclear on is on this choice thing. They're really confused about it being a mandatory pickup and then people having a choice to bring their own garbage. I don't think they think that they will be their customers.
That's what this letter seemed like it,
Yeah.
yeah,
In other words, I think they think the only customers they would have is who they're picking up.
right.
That's not the case.
That's not the case,
Well,
though.
it's like, that was somewhat of confusion.
Maybe if you talk directly with each one and explain that, they might.
Another thing was, in the three transfer stations, they're concerned about not only having to man three transfer stations, but like the one guy said there, I had two different people tell me that we didn't understand that environmental issues was a big thing with them because basically counties, they don't govern counties the way they do individual counties.
And I find that hard, they work.
That's pretty hard on us. I do say that.
They
But I mean, now there may be other things and we'll try to find out, but I can tell you up front that they were a little bit confused. I had one say they'd never dealt with the issue where that people, you pick it up or people could bring it themselves. So they were confused about that issue. I tried my best to explain it to them.
If they're gonna make the same money, look to me like they wouldn't care, it wouldn't matter much, but, you know, if they're gonna be the same fee on it.
Well,
It'd save them money if somebody, if they bought it from the transfer station, all they have to do is run and pick it up and haul it off. That way they don't have to go door to door and get it.
you do understand that in the,
Well, I understand the liability part too on the environmental part.
okay, we do understand the concept of trying to govern that when people bring garbage in, you know, they said that you'd almost have to have a clerk at every transfer station to keep track of who paid for pickup, who was bringing it in, or if people wasn't paying and they were just bringing the garbage in and dumping it on you. I mean, it can get into a whole lot of confusing stuff.
We must be talking about lady, fish, see something like it, because I don't see that'll be a problem if we take the garbage.
Well, as you can see, that they partnered with some of the things that they mentioned in mine, that we've got too much in there. And we know that the more you put in there, the higher the cost is going to be. You know, they was probably going to bid $30. And they know, that's not the going rate around here in this area, and they didn't want to bid it, $30 a house. So we definitely going to have to go back and look and see what we can take out, talk to all of them, and redo it on the 14th, see what we can come up with.
Do we need a motion to reject
We have to have a motion to reject all bids and rebid, the same motion.
Make that motion.
Got a second?
I say.
All in favor?
Yes.
Motion to adjourn.
Kelly, wait.
You forgot to pass the appropriation transfer.
What's that?
Appropriation transfers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought we did
I
that.
thought we did.
We did cash, we
We
didn't do
did
appropriation.
financials, cash, and government center
Yeah.
expenses.
Make the motion.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
What time is the meeting on that?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock? And we're
All in
going
favor?
Yes.
Do what now?
Motion to reject bid.
Huh?
re-advertise.
Yeah, I make a motion.
Make a motion, second.
Hang on just a second. So we're having another meeting Monday.
4 o'clock.
Work session Monday?
No.
Another meeting Monday. Okay, meeting Monday, 4 o'clock. Understand?
If we amend the ordinance, I think that requires a reading, and I think we have to run that advertising.
Okay, are we amending the ordinance, or we
We
amending
don't know
the
what
bid?
we're doing based on, okay, the ordinance rule. It
I thought
depends
the
on what
ordinance
we
was
decide.
today.
Well, I don't know, it depends on what you guys decide. If you decide that you're going to eliminate pickup, or you're going to eliminate self-haul, or if you're going to eliminate something, that requires the meat of the ordinance. And that requires an advertisement, then we have to, so we need to think about that, but we need a regular, a special meeting, not a work session. We're gonna make this, I think
Motion to adjourn. Second. All in favor?